talk. Straight talk. A little straight talk.
Senator McCain, you have said repeatedly, quote, I know a lot less about economics than I do about military and foreign policy issues. I still need to be educated.
And my credentials, my experience, and my knowledge of these economic issues, I think, are extensive. And I
don't have that kind of expertise to know exactly whether he has cut interest rates sufficiently or not. I wish interest rates were zero.
In the Boston Globe and Time magazine, quote, the issue of economics is not something I've understood as well as I should. I've got Greenspan's book.
That sounds kind of
dum 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 dum.
I've always been for tax cuts. I have always, although I voted against the first tax cuts, but these...
Back the next year, I again asked you about opposing the Bush tax cuts, and this is what you said.
I voted against the tax cuts because of the disproportionate amount that went to the wealthiest Americans. I would clearly support not extending those tax cuts in order.
It's very important that we make the Bush tax cuts permanent. I voted to make them permanent.
Specifically on tax cuts, even though these tax cuts, they help the economy grow, the deficit, which you were concerned about at the time, has actually gone down. So if you had it to do over again, you would still vote against the Bush tax cuts.
Yes, Rich, perhaps I'm speaking in a different language to you. I've made it clear that I wanted spending as part of those tax cuts.
You talk. Straight talk. A little straight talk.